So, in sometime back, Linda Prince took a delegation to Costa Rica, and while she was there, they went out into the area and met with some of the tribal indigenous people there, and they had a big carving that stood about that high, and it was a bust of of our people. And they told her, they said, we carved this many years ago, and it was the people from the north. We knew it was our brothers from the north. And so they handed that to Linda Prince as part of the protocol. And she had a delegation there with her. And so she brought it back to the United States and gave it to Suuqiina in protocol. And we were kind of surprised because we were like, you know, this is from Costa Rica. We never thought we would probably go to Costa Rica. But later on, our grandchildren were going to Costa Rica. So we gave them the bust, the carving, and we said, find this tribe and take it back to them and tell them it's made a full circle. And so they did. They went to Costa Rica and they found the tribe and they took it back to the tribe. And when they did that, the tribe, they were so moved, they talked to them about Israel. They had already been to Israel. And so the chief said, they gave him a shofar. He said, I'm going to blow the shofar every Friday night because my people are going to worship the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He died just a few years ago, but he did that with his tribe. So that whole tribe was connected to Israel. So Suuqiina's going to tell you the story about this because we feel that you're going to do the same act with Brazil.
So in 1999, I went with a group of Native Americans to Orlando, Florida, to participate in a reconciliation between the Brazilian Portuguese church and the indigenous people from the Amazon.
Which tribe?
And there were 4 tribes. The only one I remember off the top of my head is Shavante, because the chief gave me the headdress. Beautiful, I'm sure they're parrot feathers.
Guacamayo.
Out there, yeah. I tried to find some at Hobby Lobby, but I couldn't find any. But so he gave this to me as a protocol gift, and told me that if when I come to Brazil, I'll have to take a plane to a little place, and then I'll have to walk 2 weeks through the jungle to get to his village. But if I'm wearing the headdress, I'll be safe. Nobody will shoot me. So I'm still negotiating that in my mind, and I decided the next generation should probably make that trek better than me.
Can I insert something here? He was scheduled to go to Brazil, and I was doing a gathering in Nashville on land, and we said we need a Native American to come. He canceled his Brazilian trip, came to Nashville, and Yahovah spoke to him and told him that I was his life partner. So he got me instead of Brazil. But we do know that that's still there, that commission to Brazil.
Then they gave us these bow and arrows, and when they were in Orlando, they put their hammocks outside because they didn't want to sleep on the beds. And then they were out one morning practicing with the bow and arrow, shooting at a tree. And I asked them what they were doing, and they said, well, the neighbor had a pig and they were going to shoot it and have supper. And we said, you can't shoot the pig, that's a pet. And they didn't understand what a pet was. I guess they have wild pigs there in the Amazon.
So Yahovah spoke to me that I was asking what do we protocol the RiverWinds with, and he pointed out this headdress. We've had it all those years. He said, I want this to go to Joseph, and this to, and we gave Laura Lynn a sword. She's a surgeon, and we wanted to commission both of you. We believe you will go to Brazil, and you will fulfill that circle, just like what happened to Costa Rica. And
so practice walking.
And that's
2 weeks.
That's walking and that's a return home, because my people ancestrally we migrated 2,000 years ago from South America, from the Orinoco River Basin, from that region, and some of the chiefs, some of the caciques still wear 7 of these guacamayo feathers, and one of those feathers represents the Taino who left. And they knew that there would come a time when our people would come back to visit and come back and reconnect with our Arawak people, which is our mother tribe. And interestingly enough, my last headdress came apart, and I've been praying, Lord, I need a new headdress. You know, and I gave pieces of it away in Israel, and pieces of the feather. And look at this.
But it is that time.
Yes.
It is the time that their generation is stepping out in front, and we back them and we support them, and we know they've been called for such a time as this. They have such favor, and so we know they will go to Brazil for us.
Yeah.
It will fulfill the commission for us, and they'll make that trip.
Yes, and many more to come.
Bezrat Hashem, the help of the Father.